episode number 2. So in September, the plein air classes finished. We had such a good time. The weather was epic. The students were great. It was just so good to get out and paint out in nature. It just was a rich time. And just in time, because the weather changed as soon as we rolled into October, which is where we are now. So the rain started coming, and it was quite a relief because I couldn't do work outside. So, hey, I got to paint inside. I got to have some long days painting, which was a delight. I like working in the yard, but I love to paint. So I continued to work on a landscape of redwoods, and I'm enjoying both hiking in the redwoods at this time of year and then going back into the studio and painting what I see. It's a big painting that I'm working on, and there's a lot of detail. It is taking a lot of hours, but I've just come to accept that my paintings take a long time, typically between 60 and 100 hours, but that is just my technique, that is my process, and so this is being blocked in little by little, and it's just going to take a while, and that's okay. But midway through the week, I saw an ad, and it was kind of interesting. It was in regards to a building that was for sale, actually, and the price had been cut pretty dramatically. Obviously, still a huge commitment, and ultimately it was more than I could figure out. But for a while, my mind raced, and in particular because of the location. If there's any place in this county that I see my studio being successful, it would be on a street in this town, and it's so well kept up. It's Victorian in flavor, and my paintings are traditional, and it would just be a great place. The town continually has festivals and really gets into the different tourist times, and they have great shops. It is just a beautiful little place. So my mind just really went drifting for a while this week and just thinking, could I possibly do this? And then I looked at the outside and just tried to think of what changes could be made, and then would it be possible? The town is decked out for Halloween. They have black and orange banners all over the place and skeletons here and there, but fortunately nothing too gruesome. Just looks like good holiday fun. But the location is tremendous. Look at that. That's it. Oh my goodness. So I had to get out and take a look and just dream a little bit. I thought it's a good size for a gallery and a studio. Oh, and look at that. But ultimately I realized way beyond myself. Another highlight this week was being on a coaching call with Andrew Tischler, great artist. What an incredible experience that was. And now I'm back to reality, doing the next thing, and the next thing is the harvest. That's a spectacular walnut tree that came with the property, and I've been picking up walnuts for about a month now, putting them in the dehydrator, and I really enjoy having that Harvest time can be pretty intense. There's a lot of fruit trees around here. I had some volunteer tomatillos this year. I'd never had those or grown them, but I am learning, so I roasted some of those up today. So that was something new. Next are the apple trees. So something Elizabeth Elliot said in times of being overwhelmed or not knowing what to do is, do the next thing and God will meet you there. So I'm doing the next thing, doing the harvest. The second part of Chronicles 20:12 says, we do not know what to do, but our eyes are on you. And that's where I'm ending this week. And I'm continuing to enjoy the walks in the forest and just keeps my mind looking up to see what's next. I'm not sure, but on we go.